Dear Ancient Pyramid, I understand how difficult it can be to wrestle with yourself over a decision. Many times I've thought one way, then find myself changing my mind just moments later. This feeling of indecision can keep you up at night, and being such an old structure that's visited by thousands of people every week, you definitely need your rest. I'm hoping that my letter to you helps you decide whether or not you think you should have been built. An outside perspective can be really helpful. First of all, what I notice about you is your sheer size. I can't wrap my head around how large of structure you are. Until 1887, you were the tallest structure made by humans in the entire world, for about 4,000 years. The base of you would entirely consume the school where I teach, and if you stood outside my classroom, you would block almost everything else out of view. However, when thinking about the amount of time and effort it would have required to build you, I wonder if it was worth 2.3 million stones, 20 years, and hundreds of thousands of men working endless hours to make you. You see, there is always the question of whether things are worth the effort, the time, and cost. I understand that ancient Egyptian people believed that you would help their pharaoh's soul reach the afterlife. There the pharaoh would live with the gods and continue to look after his people on earth. However, eventually kings like Ramses III, King Tut, Queen Nefertiti, and Cleopatra did not have things like you built for their tomb, and people still believed their soul could reach the afterlife. Yes, there were doctors on the site while you were being built, and that is really great to help people heal from injury, but I still question if their pain, fatigue, and injuries were worth building such a massive structure for only the pharaoh and their wife to be placed in when they died. I just found out that if people built the pyramid now, in 2016, using cranes and trucks and modern technology, it would cost $5 billion. Sorry, Great Pyramid, but I think the resources and time needed to make you could have been spent in other ways. Sure, you bring a lot of tourists into Egypt, and that puts money in the country's pockets. But an Egyptian builder 4,000 years ago might not have cared a whole lot about creating future revenue when they were bent over, working endless hours for months and months. Sincerely, Mr. Clumper.